last 5 years, you might be eligible to get you some money. There's a lawsuit currently in.
And today we're reacting to Cooking with Kya's cheek clapping situation is getting worse. This is O'Shea Duke Jackson video, so we don't know if it is actually getting worse or if he's just, you know, cooking and stretching stuff. But regardless, you know, fun topic. We're gonna talk about it. Make sure y'all pull up to the Twitch today. I will be streaming today at about 5-6 o'clock. Link is in the description. Last turnout of the stream was great. I streamed last Monday. I'm streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so pull up. Let's do it.
About 6 months ago, one of my best friends came to visit me in Kampala, and it was the second time coming to Uganda.
Oh, this nigga living. Oh, I didn't know he lived in Africa.
And he was dating this chick that was extremely good looking, still is. And I'm talking about her booty is crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of the craziest behinds I've ever seen in my life. And
The most horny man on the internet, O'Shea Duke Jackson. You get that award, my brother.
of course, he really cared about her a whole lot, and you could tell she liked him too, but it wasn't as much as he liked her. And we're at dinner at a
That's how a lot of relationships, you know, that's how a lot of relationships is though. Like the man will like the woman more, then they end up, you know, potentially investing way more into the relationship than a woman due to the interest level of the man being higher than the woman. Right.
a nice hotel, and we are discussing this whole idea about bride price. If you guys don't know, bride price is something that is paid to a family for you taking their daughter and marrying them. And of course, depending on what tribe the lady is in Uganda is from, that bride price could be a lot of money. It could be
Wow, this is crazy concept. I didn't know that. I didn't know this is a thing, a bride price. You know what I'm saying? So how do they judge that?
Astro, we hear that baby crying in the back, brother. We hear it, brother.
My son is screaming at the top of the stairs right now. How do they judge the bride price? By, you know, what do they, like, how the woman is, how the woman looks? I already know somebody gonna go into my room.
from, like, you know, $4,000.
Hold on, yeah, hold on.
Or well over $100,000. And
What? Wait, what? Hold on, what?
you know, $4,000. That bride price could be a lot of money. It could be from, like, you know, $4,000 or well over $100,000. And in this case, we were discussing it. He was talking about culturally that he didn't want to pay bride price being an American. And she said something that I'll never forget.
100 racks. Imagine your girl 100,000. That's crazy.
Common sense says
Mother freak. Sorry guys.
don't
Sorry.
get weighed down by travel nonsense.
Sorry guys.
Cook with dollar.
Can we just, y'all mind if we just let
is Pod,
2 ads?
the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent, adaptive.
This look alright though, y'all. This look
doesn't
kind of
replace
hard.
your bed.
She said, well, if he doesn't want to pay it, there's so many men who want to pay it for me.
Damn.
She said that in front of all of us. And of course, you know, he complained to me about the fact that she didn't listen. She didn't take any accountability.
So I was also thinking this, right? I pay 100,000, and your girl still, like, let's say your girl still be on some BS. What if you paid 100,000 for your girl and she cheated? This sounds crazy, paying 100,000 for your girl, but that's how this is basically. This is in their culture. Is this not what's happening? You feel me? They're having to pay 100,000 to be with this woman, and it looks like everybody's in agreement with what's going on.
The hell is that? No, I mean, like, of course, you know, we got American standards and things regarding that. So the idea of paying 100,000 is outrageous, you know, to us, especially, you know, the philosophies that's being propagated to the women that is in America, right? So I mean, cheating is everywhere. Don't get me wrong, cheating is everywhere, but it's just like coming up in a traditional different culture, I mean, like, the odds of cheating could be less. Who knows, right?
Right? So you're paying $100,000 for that for the woman. Let's say you pay $100,000, your girl still cheat on you. Do you know how fucked up you would be?
And she always did whatever she felt like doing, and eventually they ended up breaking.
If you or a loved one were sexually abused,
How much did he pay?
Illinois youth facilities or
How much did he pay
centers,
though?
You may qualify for
breaking up. But the question was, why?
Wow.
Recently, Cooking with Kya had a breakdown on Twitch, and she didn't understand exactly why fans were so upset with her. Now remember, she was dating a guy called Zabron, who she was supposed to be in a relationship with, and despite the fact that this man did everything to help her up, she was twerking on dudes at Streamer University and basically disrespecting the man. And people didn't like that she didn't take any level of accountability or responsibility for behaving like that. In fact, she pretty much blamed everything on him. It didn't really matter. And this is something that a lot of men don't understand. Why do women have a hard time taking accountability? Or should I say, why do fine-ass women have a problem with accountability? Historically on TikTok, Cooking with Kya was known as a creator that really wasn't for women. All of her fans were men.
Because they for sure said, because I'm a Virgo, that I'm male-centered. Let's talk about that, y'all. I am not...
Says she's not male-centered. Men are just nicer and aren't judgmental towards her.
Male-centered. However, males are very nice to me. And for the most part, most males respect me. And they don't judge me without even not knowing me.
And it's been more than...
I've never heard this take from, like, I mean, I might have. I don't know. But I haven't heard a take like that before.
One time that she's repeated
I don't think.
this.
No, I most definitely heard this take from a woman before, but let me think. Was she attractive? Shit, I don't remember. But certain women do feel more comfortable having, you know, more male friends than female friends due to just due to how the relationship is.
Story.
Like, it's not that I don't like being around girls. Like, I really am a girl's girl. I love being around girls. I love having girl conversations. It's just that, like, I don't know, like, why I don't seem approachable. And I just assume, like, when people think I'm not approachable, they think it's for a reason. So certain people be like, they just assume that I'm mean, or like, y'all be thinking I'll be the one with stuck up faces. A lot of these girls, not Sherman University, I'm just talking about girls in general. Like, a lot of girls, like, when they can't read you, I don't know.
I think that's what, yes, you can't really read her expressions. I've said this before. Her expressions she's very expressionless. Like, she's not a very animated person. She's like very, like, her face stays in a certain, doesn't have a lot of range. See what I'm saying? There's vocal range. It's just facial range, just, yeah, and you don't know, like, it kind of, you don't know what she's kind of feeling.
Like, they automatically be like,
I guess unless you know her, I'd imagine.
She thinks she this, that, and the third, and they don't want to talk to me.
And other creators have noticed that.
She's saying what people basically would just be comfortable with making a presumptuous accusations when it comes to how she act and carry herself and things regarding that. And I mean, a lot of people do that, honestly. That's pretty much, you know, how this world operates, you know, like, this world is very promiscuous. This world is very presumptuous, right? Things can look a certain way. They wouldn't rather gather the information or gather the facts up. They would rather just go off what it looked like, and that's how a lot of relationships end. There's no trust. There's no foundation. So I mean, like, I understand where she's coming from.
This hatred towards Cooking with Kya.
A lot of the uproar with Cooking with Kya is coming from women who are not her age. She's a child. That girl is between 19 to 21, maybe 22 max. What is the problem? What is the problem?
So Cooking with Kya says that these men respect her.
Stop the cap.
And these men, like, are easier to get along with. Now, don't get me wrong. I could definitely understand if you're a woman that's attractive and you're pretty, you know, men will definitely get along with you because you look good. And even if they can't sleep with you, they'll do things to make your
pretty privilege. You know what I'm saying? It's in both. It's in the male and female. Fucking whatever I'm trying to say. It's in both the genders.
Life easier. Now the problem is that if you're a man and you're dating a lady that is beautiful and men find that she's easy to get along with,
right?
And that's kind of what Cooking with Kya is going through. Like, she already is big and she already appeals to men because of the dancing and the twerking. But it's not that she just appeals to men. She appeals to men that most likely make more money than the guy she's dating. And it doesn't matter that she's hurting guys' feelings or unaccountable. This goes back to my homeboy's ex-girlfriend that we're looking at on the screen with this super huge booty. And
this was actually her? Oh, shit. Damn.
Seen it in real life, and yeah, it looks like it's all real. Trust me. She's from Uganda, and that's how they're built. But this is kind of what I'm talking about.
Damn, I thought this was just a play. Like, damn.
Built like this, and you're on Instagram, and
Hey, who being thirsty now, Astro?
Trying to outsmart
Who being
nicotine?
thirsty now, nigga?
Sign up for free and join millions of
Hey man, I got
ex-program
the
members.
ass, bro.
and you know you're doing guys wrong, and you're not really invested into relationships. No man is going to ask, well, damn, like, why did you just let your last dude go? Because it's not gonna really matter, because all you're looking at is that booty, and none of us care that she treated her last boyfriend like crap, because we don't think that she's gonna do that to us, because it doesn't matter, because all we see is and then let's talk about guys who have money validating her. Okay, and this is something that guys got to understand. If you are dealing with a woman who is extremely beautiful or has an extremely booty clappers type body, people are going to do stuff like this.
I want to tell you in front of all these people, the hate that you getting is because you're pretty.
Oh,
Thank you.
WDDG, man.
That's where it comes from. So you just got to take it as, think of the hate as a compliment.
Now DDG says, listen.
That play, that setup. I'm not mad at the man. I'm not mad at that man. But I think that's also a genuine response as well, that he's just letting her know, like, my girls told me this before, you know, certain girls will hate on another woman because they look good, just because they're a pretty woman, and they just don't look good like that. So now, you know, the trend is to hate on that woman. So I think that was a genuine response. But you know how the internet like to flip shit.
Listen, the reason why you are getting hate is because, well, people are jealous of you because you look good.
How much longer are you gonna sit there and watch others create the life they
Damn,
want?
it's hella. I gotta go back to my channel.
I'm sorry.
Now, guys, you can say whatever you
Oh,
want
that's
to
his
say
shit.
About what you feel about Cooking with Kya's looks. I'm not here to deal with that. But what we can infer from this is, hey, men are interested in her, and she got clout, she got opportunities, and dudes definitely want to clap. And if a guy like DDG is in your corner, even if he is not sleeping with you, and he can tell you that, hey, the reason why dudes dislike you is because you look good, or the reason why females hating on you because you look good, it completely justifies your initial thoughts that, oh, well, Zabron, there's a reason why I did him like that. It doesn't matter. Like, obviously I look good, so nobody is holding me accountable for what I did to this guy. That doesn't matter, because look who's telling me that I'm important. Somebody that even the ex-boyfriend wants to be like, listen, this is DDG. He made $12 million last month on Twitch, allegedly. And he's probably the hottest streamer right now as far as, you know, like the hip hop world is concerned. So if somebody with more than my ex-boyfriend who's disgruntled is saying it about me, then why is he complaining about it?
Okay, I see. Okay. That breakdown, I see. In regards to the, you know, the accountability not taken. Yeah, I mean, I think that's real. I feel like women just in general have a difficult time taking accountability. I don't know where that all stems from. He says pretty women have a difficult time. My girl, beautiful woman, not the best at, you know, I be having to hold her accountable, really hold her there and break down. You feel me?
You know what? I get what he's saying, right? I get what he's saying. I think you know, that's most definitely all. What is that taste? I think it's most definitely all, you know, all women, you know, because I can most definitely understand where the brother coming from, and you know, in regards to that, you know, even when it come to my woman, you know, like I most definitely have to hold her ass accountable, like with a fucking vice grip, you know, and she, you know, she still constant, you know, try to duck out of the way from it, but no, I think women just struggle like dealing with, you know, if they do something and you tell them about it, you know, you get on their ass about it, and they can't bear, you know, feeling the way they do about what they did. But, you know, men can sit up there, you know, and, you know, I apologize, you know, I take full responsibility for that. And, you know, moving forward, I'm going to work on it. Right. It's totally, it's a different response. Right. But now I get what, you know, I get what O'Shea coming from, and Astro.
And then, you know, she might maybe come to terms and be like, okay, but it's never like, I'm gonna hit you with, oh, that's me, that's on me, that I messed up there, and I need to do better. That I've been with my girl 8 years now. My girl never came to me and said, yep, that's me, like on some genuine, without like not you know how she might.
He talk about without being sarcastic, without having like a little like, I get what he's saying, bro. Like I most definitely get what he's saying. Like it's just the humility when it comes to a man taking, you know, accountability is just completely different.
Somebody came up to be like, you did that, this, and the third. But okay, but I will say I might have done this, and I should have. But you know, she got to bring up my flaws first. But
yeah. Then it can be something so minute, something so small, but you know, it's still something. So she gonna cleave to it, despite if, you know, what you're bringing up is way bigger. Like I know what he talking about, bro.
She ain't never came to me like, you know how to be like, hey, come to me like a man, you know, and you got to be a man and own up to your mistake. My girl's never, no, that's never happened. I be coming up to, hey, so you look. You're right. I was wrong. I need to do that. This is that and the third. Yeah, that's on me. Damn. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Never happened. She has her own way of taking accountability, but it's rare.
About me. But wait, there's more.
Damn, this is a 24-minute video. Though we gonna wrap it up right here, y'all. Cause I can't make these videos too long because like the attention retention rate. You know, I am studying the analytics of my videos. And I'm not trying to really make these videos too long, right? But we're gonna make sure we get up out of here. You know, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe if you like content like this, and I'm out.